Ba-ding! Hey everyone, this is Marcus Stewart, and here's what I'm playing! Ori and the Will of the Wisp, the sequel to Ori and the Blind Forest that just... Oh, hello. This guy wants to talk to me. But yeah, this is the sequel to Ori and the Blind Forest, which came out yesterday, March 11th, for Xbox One and PC. It's on Xbox Game Pass, so if you have that, you just got it, so go play it. And yeah, I just kind of want to do a really quick video just showing off a bit of it. Right now, I am about an hour or so into the game, hour and a half maybe. But I am, so far, loving this game a lot. I was a really big fan of the first Ori and the Blind Forest that released in 2015 by Moon Studios. Beautiful game, great Metroidvania. As I'm trying to kill that thing, it is dead. And yeah, this game has been in development for a long time. It was delayed a bunch. It's been delayed at least like 3 times, maybe 4. It's been a long time, but it's finally out. And it's really good so far. It is really... I'm having a really great time with it. As you can see, for anyone that's played the original Ori and the Blind Forest, similar look, which is fantastic. I think this actually looks better than the first game, both in just the art direction. I mean, it's got a similar art direction, but it just looks more vibrant, and I like the backgrounds and stuff. I just died. But just the backgrounds and the animations look better. But the big difference is that combat has more of an emphasis. As you can see here, I got this new physical attack that Ori has, basically like an energy sword. And that was the thing that Moon Studios had promised leading into this, that Ori and the Will of the Wisp would have a heavier emphasis on combat, which was a bit worrying to some, because the first game has combat, but it's very much second or even third to the game's platforming and exploration. Whereas here, you can do like whole little combo things like that, and you unlock different abilities that you map. You can see there on the bottom, you can map different abilities to the different face buttons. Not unlike another great Metroidvania, Hollow Knight, which this game takes a lot of inspirations from, at least that I've seen so far. I'm a big fan of Hollow Knight, but you can see the way it's got a similar kind of focus on combat, as well as the map system. Like in the first game, it was more or less like a traditional Metroidvania, whereas here, sorry, I'm trying to figure out where I need to go. Whereas here, you actually have to find maps to figure out where to go next, which is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to look at the maps. I'm trying to remember where I have to go here. So this is kind of the first area, Inkwater Marsh. I've got a fair amount of it discovered already. And you don't see all of this from the beginning, like very much like Hollow Knight. Until you find a designated map NPC, you just kind of fill out the map as you go. And then when you find an NPC, you can buy a map, and then it'll display the full map so that you can actually navigate and know where you're going. So I need to go back up there. How do I get up there? Because I'm trying to get to the right. As you can see, that's where I need to go next. But yeah, it's got this new spirit shard system, very similar to Hollow Knight's upgrades, where you have 3 slots, different perks, like see this one. I can attract orbs from far away, I can stick to walls, and I've got resilience, and I have some other ones that I have found here, like this buddy. Let's see, undiscovered, or no, sorry, life pact. With, as you can see, plenty more left to find, and they can be upgraded as well. So again, very Hollow Knight-y, which is almost insane. In a good way, I love Hollow Knight, and I love Ori, so it's kind of interesting to see Moon Studios take a lot of cues from that game. This is the inventory screen where I got some side quests, because there are a lot of side quests now. I've done 1 so far, which is marked there. And this is your general inventory. And I guess as you do more side quests, you would fill all these out, so it looks like there's quite a bit in this game. From what I can tell, this is a pretty long game. Like I said, I've only kind of barely scratched the surface of it, so this is a pretty spoiler-free video, because like I said, this is just the first hour and a half of the game so far. I've only fought one actual boss, which I won't say what it is, but I have fought the first boss so far. But yeah, damn it. So right now I've unlocked the double jump, which you don't have when you start the game. And there we go. We got this new spinny platforming move there with poles. I'll climb back up here. So I fell down when I remembered where I stopped yesterday. I was supposed to keep going forward from where I was. But I'm also talking and playing video games, and I want that thing up there. I don't know if I can reach that yet, but I want it. It's like a little energy upgrade. But much like the first game, you've got your little life, green health balls down there, and then you got your blue energy things that dictate your special abilities. Right now I have this attack, as well as I have the ability to heal myself, which is what I just did there. And then I have this cool little turret, basically a turret. It's a little spirit that flies around with me, and if enemies were nearby, it would attack them, which is very useful because much like the first Ori and the Blind Forest, I drained this. Okay, so I should be able to go further down then, right? Okay. But yeah, much like the first Ori and the Blind Forest, this game's really hard. Ori surprised people back in the, I was gonna say back in the day, but it was like, I guess almost 5 years ago, which is still a pretty long time, but a lot of people were surprised by how difficult that game is, because when you look at it at face value, you're like, oh, what a cute, beautiful game. It's like a storybook, and then all of a sudden, oh my god, why am I getting my ass kicked so bad? Ori ain't for the faint of heart, and that carries true here, and it's maybe even harder because with combat having more of an emphasis, you can't just... Oh, so we're absorbing some light here. Yeah, you can't just go hack and slash at foes. Like, I've tried that a few times, and generally you're always getting hit. And I just got a new ability, which looked like a bow of some sort. So, as you can see, you got your weapon wheel here. And then you can map 3 of them to your 3 little hotkeys there. So this is I'm going to switch the turret for this, just to see what this does, this bow and arrow. Okay. It's like oh, that's what those blue things are. So I can aim and shoot. Okay. That's pretty cool. Let's do that again so I can get out of here. On the elevator. And then what was the other one I saw? I missed. Aha! But yeah, this game ain't no joke when it comes to combat. There are like, besides the bosses being, or at least the one boss I fought being pretty challenging even as a first boss. I've run into a combat room where they throw like waves of different kinds of enemies at you, and you just have to outlast to the end and you get a reward for it. And the enemy patterns do have to kind of be studied to a degree. Like, I've noticed people that I've come up against, like, you can go wild on them to a degree, but if you do it for too long, well, that was slick, they'll come at you, so you do have to study their movements and not be so mindless with your combat. Three-eyed gem that would fit perfectly into a stone socket. Where have I seen a stone socket recently? I don't think I have. Look at this. Oh, look at that. I like how he pauses in the air, like he slows down in the air. He has basically like bullet time. Ori looks really cute, but he's got some style in his combat. He's got like his sword attack. You can like almost do like a Devil May Cry style combos where you can like literally scoop people up into the air and jump up with them and do like DMC style air juggles, and it feels really nice. It doesn't feel as out of place as I thought it would. But it works really well. But even though combat has a bigger focus, I am blowing it right there. But I'm also talking at the same time, so I think I get a pass for not playing. There we go. Oh, I'm out of energy. I can't shoot my arrow any. That's a problem. Oh, actually, there's an energy thing here. See, they're smart. They planned for that. For me being a dope. But even though combat's more of an emphasis, this game is still very much about, Metroid-style exploring, finding secrets, crazy platforming challenges. even in the early going. I like that you got this cool downward attack that's really good for, there we go, that guy's dead. Climb this beautiful moss here. So yeah, I think everything comes together, at least so far, in this first 90 minutes or so of the game. Everything comes together pretty nicely. Okay, I gotta jump and maybe bullet time shoot that thing. Okay, no. I didn't time that quite right, but I see what they want me to do there. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Oh, and land back on the pole. Swing up, get the socket. And all of that feels very smooth. The controls are really tight, and thankfully, so far, the game has not caught on fire because I know that I have peers and people I know that played this game pre-release, and from what I understand, it was a bit of a buggy disaster pre-launch, like a day one patch drop for it. I know for Xbox One, and I think maybe PC as well too, but I've heard anecdotes about how this game was just stuttering and crashing and just all kinds of nonsense during the review process. And there have been times that I've noticed the game jitter a little bit, mainly between transitions to different scenes. Do I want to go anywhere else up here? But largely, I'd say, at least in my personal experience, it's been pretty good. Okay, I want to go back down there, probably, with that. Oh, there's a rumor there. Oh, that's one of the side quests, I believe. Could probably go back down there and see what that's all about. But yeah, I haven't experienced any major world-shattering catastrophes as of yet. Let's get some health here. But I'm pretty into it so far. I wasn't able to get to it till like late last night because I had other stuff to do, so I wanted to play more of it, honestly. Kill that thing. But the animation looks so good, especially with combat, like the way the particle effects, like how light flies off of that enemy there. Like, it's just one of those games, like, it looks great in still shots, but you really got to see it in motion. Kind of like what you're doing now, watching this video. You know, you got to see it in motion to really get into it. How do I get back down there? Been down there before. Oh, wait, can I get down there? Can I? This little thing in a corner there. I don't think I can get to you yet, can I? No, I can't. I can't break this. There's certain obstacles you can break with your sword. That is not one of them. At least not yet. And of course, as you can hear, the soundtrack is absolutely beautiful, like the first game was. What is this thing? Okay. I don't know what that is yet, but I'm sure I will eventually. Okay, so let's climb this thing. Or just with the grace of a cat, or grace of a cat, dog, squirrel thing, whatever he's supposed to be. Guardian spirit. Form your own conclusions on that. Let's do some more gymnastics. I almost did that flawlessly. So you see, let me scoop this guy up. So you see that? He's kind of a heavier enemy, so he doesn't go as high, but you see I can kind of scoop him up and yeah. And then if you launched him up high, no, I can definitely scoop this thing high enough so you'd actually be better to show it with. You son of a... Ooh. Okay. And there's actually a character that you buy new attacks from. He's like a grandmaster, like a monkey guy who's like a martial artist, and he'll teach you new moves that you pay with your currency. So you do have incentive to keep killing everything in this game. You know, you would think like, oh, I could just run past everything to get to the next spot, which you could, but you know, you would then if you did that, you wouldn't earn enough currency to earn your soul things to keep going and getting new abilities. Let's run and jump and hide. Ah, I had to bring them back. Okay. Oh, I didn't even see those things. I didn't even know those were eyeballs. I thought that was just a mountain. But it's a mouth. I guess it looks like a turtle man. Or just a turtle. I don't know why I said man. There's nothing human about this thing, at least I can see. But what makes a human? You know, the greatest question man has ever asked. And now we are... Oh, we got another character here. A lot of NPCs in this game. Okay, we got a new store guy. Let's see. So you can buy some new shards from this person. I have a lot of shards, 749. So I can buy. Let's see. Gain an additional energy slot, gain more life, deal bonus damage to flying enemies. 10% chance to deal that. What is this? So expensive. Triple. Oh my god, a triple jump. That would be fantastic. No wonder it's so phenomenal. And no wonder it's so expensive. It is also phenomenal, much like AJ Styles, who is known for his triple jump. We've all seen it. Swap maximum life and... Oh, huh. That's an interesting one. Overcharge, reduce enemy cost. Okay, so these are new equipable abilities. I almost just want to, honestly, just save up for that. 'Cause I don't know if I really... I would like these other ones. I think I'm going to wait. Until I hit something where I might need extra life for a thing, I think I want to invest in that triple jump. Oh, okay. Did not know that was a trap, so that's a good thing I was running. Kill that thing. Oh. Oh, that makes more sense than what I did. I didn't realize that was a... I thought that was regular water, not poison water. But now that I'm looking at it, it's clearly bubbling with, you know, sinister intent. So there we go. Make a little bridge there. Jump over this spike pit. Kill this thing. I'm mad that he hit me, but it's okay. We got another locked door here. So, like, you know, just like Ori, Metroidvania style, you know, find some keys to open up a door, all that good stuff. That bow feels really good. Like, it's hard to, you know, when you're watching something, you don't really get a sense for how something feels, but I can tell you that the controls feel really tight. Like, and the best sign of a game with good controls is that I don't really have to think about it much. You can just kind of do things and almost be on autopilot, and it performs the way you expect. Ghost spirits, run and play. I tried to race them, but I am not so fast. It's okay, you little lemur man thing. New rumor. So yeah, like you talk to these characters as you've seen, and it'll give you basically side quests. So like, you know, I guess there's something here to Mr. Lemur guy. Probably maybe a race of some sort, because he alluded to one. But you see I got another one here. There's a... And you can kind of see different secrets you come across that you can't get to yet. Like there's something here that is behind a door that I don't know how to break through yet. So kind of like in kind of a modern Metroidvania, they'll at least highlight certain things. I would like it to show a little bit more. Like I would like it to show the barrier here to let me know that it is behind a barrier, because there's been times, I probably won't forget now, but early on I kept coming back to this place. I kept forgetting that it was behind something and thinking like, oh, it's just sitting here. How did I miss this? And it's like, oh yeah, that's right. There's a blockade of some sort. So I kind of wish there was, and not a lot of Metroidvanias do this. But I know some have, where they at least highlight the blockade there, so I can see that, you know, don't bother coming back until you've got a new wall breaking ability, or that thing explodes. Okay, that's a new one. Okay. Oh, nah. So I realized I didn't see that thing's eyeball until after I jumped, like here, but I thought I could still save it. Man, I blew it there. You guys all probably hate me right now. And just like I blew it there, oh man, I deserve to die for that stupidity. But it's alright, we're coming towards the end of this video, so maybe we'll get to the top of this and call it a day. But yeah, so far, I heartily recommend this game, especially if you're a fan of the first game. This is pretty much a no-brainer. And then especially if you have a Xbox Game Pass, because it's literally just there. So, you know, why not give it a try? So, alright. So we're gonna go... Now we're just gonna focus. So we're gonna climb that. There. Probably need to double jump. I don't like that thing. Let's shoot it. Yeah, alright, now let's shoot this. To jump across like that. And look, a little switch here. What'd I do? Did I drain the water again? Aha! I did it. So, or at least I am going to jump down there, but for everyone else, you'll have to play the game yourself to see what is down there. As Ori does his little dance, look up and dance. But yeah, that wraps up this quick little look at Ori and the Will-O-the-Wisp. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It's that little bell there. You know, if you could ring my bell, that would be great. And you can also follow me on Twitch at Marcus Streams Games. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday night, as well as on Twitter at MarcusStewart7. That's the number 7. And be sure to follow me on my blog at marcuswritesabougames.wordpress.com, because I am, when I'm not filming videos, a games writer, games journalist. So I write a lot of features. I recently published a really fun little Yu-Gi-Oh feature for fanbyte.com where I traced the hypothetical lineage of King of Games in the original Yu-Gi-Oh anime. So go check that out on fanbyte.com. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Hey, if you're a Sailor Moon fan or love anime in general, be sure to check out A Podcast by Moonlight. It's the podcast where I and co-host Jack Gardner watch every episode of Sailor Moon for the first time ever. We give a play-by-play breakdown of each episode, discuss and debate theories for where the show is headed, and, most importantly, make a bunch of stupid jokes and idiotic observations for your listening pleasure. Every Wednesday, you can listen to A Podcast by Moonlight on Spotify and Libsyn, as well as follow the official Twitter account at APB Moonlight to keep up with new content. Moon, Prism, Power, Makeup, and subscribe.